Hello and welcome back to Azure Terraform. It is March 2nd of 2023. I almost pulled a 2022 faux pas there, but we're 3 months into this, and I shouldn't be doing that. It should be old news. It's 2023. But it's release day, and we have a new version of the azurerm Terraform provider. So I thought I'd just take a check at the changelog and see if I can learn anything about any of these resources, maybe some that I have used, maybe some that I haven't used, some of the features of Azure that I don't come into contact with on a regular basis. Might be kind of fun. So join me and let's dig in. So only a couple new resources today. Sentinel and Mobile Network. Mobile Network Data Network. That's interesting. But all new resources are related to those two things. I don't even know what a mobile network is. It's not something that I use. Oh, okay. So this kind of looks like it might enable. I'll have to check this out. This kind of looks like a Twilio replacement kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to check this out. Because if this sends SM, it's got country codes and a network code, so it's something related to telephony, which sounds neat. I'll definitely have to check that out and see what that does. If you're interested in that, post a comment in the channel below. Azure Sentinel, that's not to be confused with HashiCorp Sentinel. Sentinel. So Sentinel is like a security service in Azure, and I think it's a multi-cloud security service. So it does. I'm not too familiar with what it does. I'm definitely not hands-on, but I believe it monitors all sorts of different things for threat detection and things like that. So it can do Amazon, it can do Office at Microsoft 365, and of course Azure. So what is the root resource that you use with Sentinel? I can't even tell. I mean, there's automation. I guess we'll pick in one of these and we'll find out pretty quick. So looks like in order to set up Sentinel, you need to have a log analytics workspace, and then it's a log analytics solution. Another area that I don't have too much experience with. I think I have used log analytics solutions that I've used. There's one for virtual machines, and there's one for containers, or maybe I'm confusing that with something else. But I thought it might be a log analytics solution. Yeah, I think it is. So once you set that up, you link it to the log analytics solution object. Okay, so basically you set up Sentinel. It looks like you just set up the Security Insights log analytics solution. Then you can attach automation rules to it. Let's look at one of these connectors. We got an S3 data connector. Okay, yeah. So you got your crazy AWS ARNs in there, and so I guess it's going to pull destination table. Wouldn't that be the source table? So you pass in the ARN, probably the identity that you're going to use to access it. Yeah, I'll have to dig into this, but yeah, Sentinel's pretty cool. So anyways, we have this built-in rule anomaly. Let's see if I can find it. So we got alert rule anomaly built in. So there's probably built-in rules or built-in anomaly rules. Yeah, and this looks like one. But that's so this is just a regular rule. So there's a rule anomaly, and then there's a rule anomaly built in, and looks like the built in you pass in the same value, but you just put it into mode production. So, yeah. So there's production and there's flighting. So maybe flighting is like a test mode if you just want to gather information, but you don't want to, put it fully out there. I don't know a lot about Sentinel, but it's definitely something interesting. So it looks like some more Golang SDK updates. Just a bunch of SDK updates. It does look like some of the authentication v2, auth settings v2 for Azure App Service is making its way to function apps. So they're probably corresponding resource updates as well as the data source updates. App service connection, support for the secret store block, express route, healthcare service, extended the range. So the healthcare service, I think that's like the Fire API, I believe. The resource is just kind of strangely named just healthcare service, but it's pretty sure it's the Fire API. Maybe Fire is just one of many features that they want to support on it, kind of like Blob, storage account. I'm not sure, but rotation policy. That looks cool. I'll have to check that out. Because I'm always looking to amp my game up on Key Vault and making it easier to manage and not having things expire. So that's nice. And support for the standard with a SKU tier. I'm not too familiar with the Kubernetes SKU tiers. And then we got more Auth v2, some streaming service stuff, orchestrated VM scale set, the priority mix property. I actually use the orchestrated. This is a VM scale set flex, as it's called. It's got kind of a weird resource name. So I'll have to look into this property to see if it applies to what I'm doing. What else we got? Bug fixes. Those are always fun. A B2C directory. I've never been super happy with the way B2C has been supported. There is an Azure AD provider itself, and they recently added a B2C directory, which you can provision, but you can't really do a lot of things in it. Like you can't do the IAM policies and things like that, the flows, all that stuff you still have to drop into a UI or a portal. I think there is, like, the Azure AD provider does allow you to do some basic operations like creating users, service principals, things like that. But it always felt like it was trying to achieve parity with Azure AD, but it was always just a little bit weird. So, in communication service, I've always wanted to do a really cool demo with that. Ever since COVID, like, I think communication service is like one of the really cool ideas, and I think a service that so many businesses could use to implement cool solutions with. Event Hub cluster, got some crashes, namespaces, cluster node pool. Good to know. Storage object replication. That would be a good demo. Maybe I'll work on that. So so that's it. Not a whole lot in this release. Some Sentinel stuff. Mobile Network, which sounds intriguingly like a Twilio type service, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And then rolling out, the rest of the Easy Auth v2 features to Azure Functions. Looks like kind of the highlights for this one. Anyways, please give me a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers so I can start doing live coding sessions. It would really help out. I'm way far away, so show me some love. Hit the subscribe button. It'll really help out. Thanks a lot. See you next time.